help end the stigma. On the news this evening, FCT Minister Wike reacts to reports barring Governor Fubara from second term in office. Security analysts dispute reports ranking Rivers State highest in gang violence deaths. 7 House of Representatives members defect to APC. Rivers Civil Service Union threatens protest over delayed salaries. And on the foreign scene, Russian Navy chief killed in strike near Ukraine border. I am Constance Irele Mega. We'll go on a quick break now. When we return, we'll bring you the details of the news. Do stay tuned. The FCT Minister, Nyesom Wike, says only the suspended Rivers State Governor, Siminalayi Fubara, can clarify if he was asked not to seek a second term in office as part of the terms for the resolution of the political crisis. The minister said this during his media chat today. He said he owes no one an explanation regarding the details of the resolution of the political crisis with Governor Fubara.
I have never had, I don't owe anybody any explanation how peace was achieved. What's important is that peace. Yes. Do you like peace? Yes. So, what are you going to benefit from how the peace was achieved? Did he tell you that? I'm not going to run an election. So if you say that that was the decision, then he should be able to be the one to tell you. What's my business? He has never spoken to you on that. You are the ones who are promoting disunity.
Wike further revealed that before their meeting with President Bola Tinubu, Governor Fubara had already visited the State House of Assembly, the National Assembly, and other key stakeholders.
I hear people say something, they have no facts, they have no evidence. You just speculate, make it. Let me tell you, we settle, and we went to Mr. President never invited us. Mr. President never called a meeting. You say this, you say this. The bill I can tell you, the governor met with the House of Assembly, the governor met with the National Assembly, privately, the governor met with the leaders, and they said, now having them settled, can you now go and tell President we have
Well, Wike also dismissed reports suggesting that he intends to handpick the chairman of the 23 local government areas in Rivers State.
When I hear certain things he will talk, and he said, I will collaborate. They are not so administrators. They won the election. What people will cause crisis? How does anybody say one person will appoint local government chairman? How? Is it by appointment? No election will be done. So all you do is sit in your house, appoint one, and appointed you. Agotaro, you have been appointed. Degena, you have been appointed. And you are assuming somebody comes to tell you that. But for you to say he will appoint chairman of the I don't know who does that.
The FCT minister also dismissed key members of the newly formed opposition coalition, describing them as politically irrelevant.
The man was Senate president, 2018. Nigerians were happy. Nigerians were happy when he was Senate president 8 days. And there was no single project to go. Not one. He was fine with the content to go to Otumbo. Nigerians are not angry then. Nigerians are only angry now. It's not correct. When the Nigerian was minister for 8 years, Nigerians were not angry. When Nigeria became indebted, Chinese law is not Nigerians are angry. He went and made Nigeria to be so much indebted with law. It's unfortunate for we. You use Nigerians and play politics up and down.
Meanwhile, the African Democratic Congress ADC in Rivers State says its executive members can only be removed after a convention is held to elect a new leadership. The spokesperson of the party in the state, Luckyman Igila, said this in an interview with correspondent Soibio Ruwari while welcoming the formal adoption of the party by members of a coalition. His statement follows reports that all party executives had resigned to make way for an interim leadership.
To the people of Rivers State, we declare the ADC is now the undeniable third force and the only credible alternative to the sinking ship of the People's Democratic Party and the All Progressive Congress. This coalition is not about political survival, it's about Nigeria's survival. We are integrating experienced leaders, vibrant youths, and visionary women who will spearhead the movement to reclaim our state and nation. In the coming days, the ADC Rivers State will roll out a series of stakeholder engagements, town hall meetings, and mass mobilization programs.
Mr. Igila also said the state executive of the party will soon tell the people of Rivers State about their next step.
Senator David Mark as the interim national chairman, and Ogbeni Raf Aregbesola as the interim and national secretary, including others. Conventions will take place definitely. As for the states' executive councils, they are still in place because there is no room for vacancy. So we can't leave the states unmanned by executives from the state level to the ward and to the units. Everyone that is holding political offices at that level are still there in office until the time when we will have to carry out conventions. New leadership structures will have to be put in place.
Moving on, the acting national chairman of Labour Party, Nenadi Usman, says the party approved the move by its 2023 presidential candidate Peter Obi to join an opposition coalition led by David Mark. In a statement by her aide, Ken Asogwa, Usman described the Julius Abure-led group as political jesters with no legitimate standing in Labour Party. Now, Usman said Abure and those behind the 48-hour ultimatum issued to Obi to resign are neither recognized by the party nor by the law. And still in politics, 7 members of the House of Representatives from opposition parties in Akwa Ibom State have joined the All Progressives Congress. Now, 6 of the lawmakers joined the APC from the People's Democratic Party, while one of them dumped the Young Progressives Party for the APC. Now, recall that Akwa Ibom State Governor Omo Eno defected from the PDP to the APC in June. In other news, some security analysts have faulted a recent report by SBM Intelligence, which ranked Rivers State as having the highest number of deaths from gang violence in Nigeria. Speaking in an interview with correspondent Emeka Utuka, security analyst Dr. Efe Wanogo questioned the credibility of the report, insisting that Rivers does not currently rank high in gang violence when compared to states like Osun and Lagos.
I don't think the report is the fact. I don't think it is painstaking research, because with regard to gang violence, there was a time you could have argued that and you would be correct. But in recent times, you have more reports of gang violence in parts of Lagos, Ikorodu, in Osun State, than you have in Rivers State. So I would say that Rivers State cannot ordinarily at this time be said to be ranking high in terms of gang violence. No. The credibility of the agency or the group that carried out that survey, I would like to see, and how the group went about arriving at the conclusions. What are the reports they relied upon, and what was the comparative analysis that they did, and what previous reports have they done before now? Without such a thing, I doubt that what they have said is correct.
But Dr. Wanogo further stated that Rivers State is relatively peaceful at the moment and cautioned against attempts to portray the state negatively. Also, another security analyst, Ayuba Tanimo, argued that incidents of gang violence in other states are often underreported and suggested that the political situation in Rivers State may have influenced the report's findings.
In terms of statistics, usually these are relative. Relative in the sense that some areas you don't hear these things reported. That doesn't mean it doesn't happen. I can tell you, especially from somebody who comes from Middle Belt, some of the things that happen there are underreported. I can tell you this. There are so many things that happen that don't come to the media compared to what is happening here. So, to an extent, I don't agree with that report. Some of these political issues going on in Rivers State. Okay, look at what happened recently, where a school administrator is forced to resign. These are the things that give Rivers State bad name and bad image. So all these things have political undertones.
As you may know, a recent report on gang violence released by geopolitical research firm SBM Intelligence says at least 1,686 people were killed in 909 incidents of gang-related violence across Nigeria between January 2020 and March 2025. According to the reports, Rivers State recorded the highest number of deaths with 215, followed by Lagos with 197 and Edo with 192. The news continues after this break, but still to come. Rivers Civil Service Union threatens protest over delayed salaries. Stay tuned.
Special announcement to the general public. This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome back. And now to the rest of the news. Jehovah's Witnesses in Port Harcourt is inviting everyone to their annual global convention titled Pure Worship. This free event will take place from July 4th to 6th at the Adokiye Amesiamaka Stadium, Igurutali, Port Harcourt, Rivers State. In a statement signed by the spokesman for Jehovah's Witnesses, Jude Akadapo, said the convention will run each day from 8:20 a.m. to 3:50 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, and from 8:20 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. on Sunday, with breaks for lunch. The program includes Bible talks, interviews, and videos focusing on topics like what is pure worship? What does Jesus see in you? And do you worship what you know? The statement said the baptism ceremony will be held as a special event on Saturday for local candidates. Attendees will also watch episode 2 of The Good News According to Jesus, a video series that tells the story of Jesus based on the Bible. Well, this year, Jehovah's Witnesses expects over 50,000 visitors in Port Harcourt, which will also help boost the local economy. The theme of the convention is pure worship, and it aims to offer hope and help people understand the true meaning of worship so they can face today's challenges with strength. The Eze Ekpeye Lobo III of Ekpeye land, Eze Kelvin Ngozi Anugwo, has called on political families in Ekpeye ethnic nation to bury their hatchet and peacefully come together as brothers and sisters to forge a common front. The monarch, who made the appeal in a special broadcast today at Ola Opata community in Ekpeye ethnic nation, said the call will help foster a lasting peace that will enhance the rapid development of the kingdom. He said peace is a prerequisite for any cooperative efforts aimed at advancing society. Ngozi Anugwo urged all sons and daughters of the Ekpeye ethnic nation to unite and foster love among one another. Well, he also reiterated the need for the political class to support one another in the ongoing peace process in the state, saying that it is necessary in moving the area forward. Speaking of recent insecurity in Ekpeye land and the killings in our East local government area, the Eze Ekpeye Lobo condemned the act and called on security agencies to bring the perpetrators to book. Moving on now, the chairman of the Nigeria Civil Service Union in Rivers State, Chuks Osuma, says civil servants will go on a protest if the state government does not give a reason for the delay in paying their June salary by the end of their National Executive Council meeting this week. Mr. Osuma said this in an interview with correspondent Soibi Oruwari and explained that the protest was supposed to take place yesterday but was put on hold.
The sole administrator went to Abuja to defend budget. He didn't appear. So they sent the salary for him to sign. I don't know. Because instead of him paying salaries, he invested a worker's salary to get whatever he wants, apart from whatever they want to do with Rivers State money. We are disappointed, and by the time we come back from our next meeting, we are going to take a different action. We will not tolerate it again. The two gates leading to the government house, we are going to block it. Please, at the end, maybe before the end of the month, 30th, but we've not gotten up to take off. Workers are not paying salary.
Now, he also spoke about the steps the union has taken to find out why salary payment is now being delayed.
To the people of Rivers State, we
What happened yesterday, we were supposed to march down to the government house. I called the head of service before yesterday. They were in a conference through my office of the Auditor General. But yesterday we spoke. She assured me that salary will be paid yesterday. And up till now, salary has not been paid. But I wonder how civil servants, because it's when salaries are paid, families will have money to spend. People are complaining. I've had several calls. It is a very big concern. We are supposed to march to the head of service, march down to government house and tell that man.
And while some civil servants in Rivers State say since the declaration of a state of emergency, their salaries are no longer paid on time.
Up to now, we have not been paid. Since they come in this emergency rule, salary payments have been delayed. We always take salary to the next month. That's what we are experiencing. In the past administration, we have not been experiencing that. In the past administration, before 26, and we don't know the cost. Nobody is giving us information about delay in salary payments. So we don't know. This is the hardship we are going through. Your family challenges, your children will go to school, and then you don't have this money to take care of your family.
The delay of salary started when this woman came in. Look at the they can't even come to work. There's no money to buy food. They should do something about it.
I feel bad because some people that I want to reach, I cannot reach them when I was supposed to reach people. We are still looking up to you.
And now we bring you news from around the world.
On the international scene, the Russian military has confirmed the killing of its deputy head of navy, Major General Mikhail Gudkov, near the Ukrainian border. The Russia's defense ministry described the killing as combat work in the western Kursk region, which borders Ukraine's Sumy region. Gudkov's death is one of the most high-profile losses for Moscow since the start of its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. And that's the news, but before we go, let's take a look at the highlights. You heard that the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike said only Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara can clarify if he has been barred from seeking re-election. Some security analysts have disputed a report ranking Rivers State as number 1 in gang violence deaths in the country. 7 House of Representatives members have defected to the APC. And the Rivers State Civil Service Union has threatened to go on a protest over delayed salaries. On the foreign scene, Russian Navy chief has been killed in a strike near Ukraine's border. The news was edited by Onyekachi Nwosu. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I am Constance Irele Mega. Thank you so much for listening. Good evening.